Welcome to the Citystead. Welcome to the Citystead.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Back to Eden gardening and what we did to actually fail the method. So stay tuned and we'll tell you a little bit about it. So the concept of Back to Eden gardening is that you're trying to make your growing area the same as you would a forest, which is a natural cover, or in most cases, a lot of wood chips. I think you could probably use straw, grass clippings. I guess that's a little more roof stout, but the Back to Eden really is a forest floor, which would be a lot of wood chips, trees that fall, break down, and you're getting that to cover and repress all your weed growth. Now here we do a little bit of that. We do Back to Eden in our walkways, and we do try to put wood chips in some of the raised beds, but we are slowly building to it. It's a process of as we can do it, we're doing some of this. So we couldn't bring in tons and tons of wood chips and wood chip the entire garden like what most people would say. That's how you got to start. We're doing it slowly, piece by piece. The wood chips that we have put down have already done quite a good job of repressing a lot of the grass growth. What we are seeing is that we're getting a lot of the normal weeds that would grow on top. Your creeping Charlie, little violet, and dandelions. So we got a lot of that growth on top of it because they root a lot easier in shallow dirt, which is what we have set up here. All right. Try to get you guys a pretty decent view of what I'm gonna do. So, are you helping? All right. If you're right there, now you can see it. You see up there? Okay. There you are. We already did that part. We don't need to say that now. Do you like worms?
Yeah.
You like worms?
Yes.
Yeah, they're in the soil. So what we have here is we went and put a layer cardboard through our whole garden. Some places a little thicker than others, and then what we started doing was just as much wood chips as we could on top of it. And what I ended up with was only about an inch or two. Now if you were to follow the method of Back to Eden gardening, what they really want you to do is about 6 to 8 inches of wood chips. Now that is a lot of wood chips, and there are a lot of really good resources out there. I'm actually on the list right now for the city to bring me a load of wood chips. Because we live in the city, we can get wood chips for free from the municipality. They like to get rid of them. If they don't have to take them back and store them, they'll gladly dump them off for you. So you should call your city if you live in the city and you want to get some wood chips. What's up, buddy? Is that it? Other resources would be things like Chip Drop, which is an app. I haven't had any luck with that yet, but I'm sure there are places where it is successful, and I know people have used it and gotten some wood chips for it. And the other thing would be to make your own. In my yard alone, I get a lot of debris falling, and I do have some outside resources where there's a lot of fallen trees that I can use, and I can go get my own wood chips and make them and haul them. Obviously that's a lot more work, so we're going to try to free one. We're going to have the city drop us off a good load of wood chips. But all we got last year was enough to do about a 1 to 2 inch layer all throughout the garden. Now when we pull this stuff back,
Dad.
you can see the black gold dirt underneath here. It's really moist. That wood chip is going to hold in all that moisture. There's going to be a lot of good retention, which is part of the Back to Eden method that, you know, is really good and beneficial. It's going to hold a lot of water in your soil. So this is our first year really with these wood chips here for a winter, and they have done a good job. They've broken down the cardboard underneath here, as I can see right to the dirt, and we have worms. I mean, there's some worms in here. So this is how we know that this is really doing what it's supposed to do. It's breaking down, it's holding moisture in that soil.
What's an worm?
Well, that was the only one. Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
There it is. You want to touch it? You want to hold him? Don't squeeze him too hard. Look at that, he's a worm. Now when you're done with them, just put them back in this hole and we'll push the wood chips over top of them. Oh, he's right there. Be careful with him. What do you got there?
A tail.
Is it a worm?
Oh, yeah.
Let me see him. Where'd you get him from?
A tail?
He was in the dirt? Do you like worms?
Yeah.
Are they your friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, they help the soil, don't they?
Yeah. I think he's gonna hurt mine.
Oh, he's crawling on you. Alright, you gonna cover him back up? Push some wood chips over top of him so we can get back down in the dirt? Good job. Good job. So even though we did end up with quite a bit of weeds this year in our garden where our wood chips are, it's kind of my fault, not a failure of the method itself. It's because I didn't put enough wood chips on here. Like I said, I'm using the resources that I have as I can get them. So we're just gonna keep adding wood chips every year as we can until we get to that level. So we are gonna fight weeds a little bit until then. So even though I have a lot of weeds, I'm still a huge fan of this method because I've seen incredible things with just the way it holds moisture in the soil. All my plants last year seemed to really thrive. We didn't get a ton planted last year because we had a lot going on and we added a new baby to the family. So, but what we did plant was very successful and it grew like crazy. And I really attributed a lot to this Back to Eden method. So if you guys are on the fence about the Back to Eden garden style, and I know right now looking at all these weeds in the middle of my wood chips is not really selling it well, but I'm telling you that this method has done some really awesome stuff for our soil in just a short time, the year that we've had, and we don't even have a full 6 to 8 inches of wood chips on here. I can't imagine what it would be like if we actually did. And when we get to that point, I'm really looking forward to seeing how awesome that does for us. So you should try it out. Look for resources for wood chips. You can usually find them for free or probably discounted prices. You should keep an eye out for it. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna get back to my dandelion farming. There's another one. Okay, on the count of 3, we blow them. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You gotta blow it hard. Do you want to hold it? You hold one. Okay, ready? And go. Did it work? You want to do another one? Try that one. Oh, break it.
Papa!
Get another one. Ah, you keep breaking them. You just gotta hold it. Alright, hold it. Don't squeeze it so tight. There you go, blow it. Oh, you got some. Try again. Alright, did you make a wish? Alright, up.